ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Today I am going to telecast this video on behalf of the latest verdict of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, in which it has acquitted all the accused who were uh, supposed to be Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Actually, I am restarting this video because of disturbance in the connection. I am going to talk about today the recent verdict by the Honorable Supreme Court of India, in which it has acquitted all the accused who were blamed to be, who have demolished the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya in 1992, December 6. I am not surprised with this verdict because I am not using any against word against the Supreme Court, which because it is the Supreme Court of India. This is the largest democracy of the world. But in this context, I would like to express my own views. As you know, the recent case of Bharat Bhushan, who was the famous advocate in Supreme Court of India, who recently was punished by the Supreme Court by as a contempt of court. He did not obey the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, and the Supreme Court of India have slapped 1 rupee fine. If he did not paid the fine, then he may go into the jail for so many months. But he paid 1 rupee. That's I would like to keep in mind that I'm not using any word against the Honorable Supreme Court of India. I am expressing only my views as the Constitution, which has allowed us to express our views. I am not surprised that the Honorable Supreme Court of India have acquitted all the accused, since this case was lodged in 1992. So the people get justice as per the news items of the media. Yeah, because it is a minority, and as Sikhs have also faces the same verdicts. Recently, we are watching closely this media items, the verdictions of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, and other media items also, NRC, CAA, farmers bills, ordinances 370 uh, abolition of 35 and 370 articles from the constitution and making the J&K three territories over there. But in this matter, I cannot keep quiet myself because silence is a half consent. Even though I am not using any contemporary just words which may cause me to imprisonment or fine by the courts, contempt of court. That's why I'm using honorable words. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now we can say cat is out of the bag. Who is in the power? BJP and its NDA alliance, from which the main party of the Shromani Akali Dal, Badal, which have long relations they have separated from the BJP because of Harsimrat Kaur Badal, who was a food processing minister at the center cabinet. She told that she tried her best to get justice for the farmers, but she was not heard properly in the and there was no modifications as per her instructions or decision dissenting notes, so she quitted from the cabinet of Mr. Modi. Actually, this is the tragedy of Punjab and minorities in India. When one minority is being prosecuted or defamed or targeted, the other minorities subject minority. That's why now the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, have full power in the center. They have almost more than 300 seats of my member parliaments. And wherever the other states, where was the Congress government or any other governments, they were interfering and they have sabotaged their governments. And actually, the BJP is ruling over there too. Now, I will not talk more about this verdiction of the Supreme Court of India, in which they have acquitted all the accused who have demolished the Babri Masjid, because the Supreme Court of India already have allowed and to make the temple in Ajodhya, and they provided the land. There was worship of the land. This is totally different now. If the Supreme Court of India already have given this prediction. I am not surprised by this prediction because now I may only request to the Prime Minister of India to declare himself as a dictator of India because you are now facing the protest all over the India by farmers. Before, the Muslim people were hue and crying for the CAA, NRC in Assam and other states, but they have to take back their protests because of this coronavirus. But now you have challenged the rights of the farmers all over the India, and now you are facing protests of the farmers and Mazdoor unions and other all Artiya unions. And you may see the Bharat Bandh was totally successful because the Sikhs, as a Sikh, I may only want to explain my community's grievances. As people know that the Punjab always deprived of its rights. The people of Punjab always have rail roko andolans and other so many protests to get Punjab on the basis of the Punjabi language. It was not just done for the Punjabi people because we demanded our state autonomy and we were only talking about the center must take 4 large departments, the rails, the post office, defense, and currency, etc., the foreign ministry. But all the other departments should be given to the states, which was demanding the Sikhs who have lost their lives for the Anandpur Sahib resolution. And after 78, when the murder of Nirankari Gurbachan Singh and the 13 Sikhs lost their lives on 13th of April 1978. After that, there were so many protests in Punjab. Then Sant Jarnail Singh, Khalsa Bhindranwale surfaced, and we the Sikh people, Punjabi people, gone through the long trauma, which was the so-called militancy by the media, and the Sikhs were blamed as terrorists. The Sikhs were blamed as Ugrabadi. Sikhs were blamed as separatists. Sikhs were blamed as secessionists. And Sikhs were blamed as crime professional criminals. But there was no other minorities who were raising the voice in favor of our community. But wherever the question of Rohingyas, Muslims, Hindu girls, and Christians, the Sikhs always raised their voices for them. Now we know the Sikhs are strong all over the world, and every government have to bow in front of their voices because we have faced trauma, long lasting traumas. The Punjabis have lost lands. We did not have any our own capital. You know that when 1966, the reformation of Punjab, the Haryana was Haryana and Himachal, they cut off from Punjab and Chandigarh, which was the right of the Punjabis, it was not delivered to the Punjabi peoples till now. Even there was a so-called accord of Rajiv Longowalson, but in that accord there was they did not completed their accord. They did not keep their words. Even though the Sikhs are saying that he must have to avoid to talking on this so-called accord by the regime and Longwal Sant. But if the government have signed that accord, why they did not deliver this Punjabi areas to Punjab and Chandigarh? And now the situation in Jammu and Kashmir, there is a lockdown since I think more than 1 year, almost. Nobody's raising voice for those people. They are also human beings, and they are also citizens of India. It is a tragedy. We are not ready to express our views. As per in the starting, because I don't want to use any words which can take me to like accountability of contempt of court or of any, but there is a system. The system must have to look into it itself. The media also should look itself. What are they flashing the news items? You're happy. And now the Supreme Court of India have acquitted all them. You're happy. You're distributing laddus, burfis, and other sweets. But it happened with us, the six people, in 1984, June 1980. Army, artillery, Air Force, the government of UK, government of Russia, KGB agency, and even the Israeli people also blamed to be for the attack on Golden Temple, which is the religious shrine, supreme shrine of Sikhs. The Akal Takht was demolished totally, and the people have distributed sweets. The same situation again raised in 1992 on December 6th. Why they choose this number 6, June 6th, December 6th? People don't understand. Actually, this is the enough. Enough is enough. I have no more words to talk about because if I go more, maybe I will be accountable for the contempt of court. Modi Saab, you must have to declare yourself dictator of India. If the system is running as per your instructions, the civil officers are obeying you, the Supreme Court of India is obeying you, and all the predictions are as per your desires, there's no rule of law, there's no democracy. This is that totally, but I don't have word. Thank you for watching.